Summary of Living the 80/20th Way by Richard Koch. Introduction. Imagine working just 2 days a week and achieving better results and pay than you do now. Picture finding a simple solution to your problems that helps you make a living, find success, and experience happiness and fulfillment. This isn't too good to be true. It's the 80/20 way. By following the 80/20 principle, you can transform your life by doing less. Originally intended for business readers, the 80/20 principle can be applied to anyone willing to make a change. Richard Koch's follow-up book demonstrates how to apply less is more and more is less to various aspects of your life, including work, success, money, relationships, and the simple good life. Chapter 1. By working less, you can achieve more. Throughout history, progress has been about achieving more with less. For instance, agriculture and machinery transformed human productivity. Similarly, computers have become faster, smaller, and cheaper over time. This demonstrates the 80/20th principle in action. Unfortunately, society often fails to apply this principle to private and social lives, leading to overworked individuals with no time for enjoyment. To apply the 80/20 principle, start by asking how you can get more with less in any project. Personal time management can unleash the power of the 80/20 principle, allowing you to achieve in hours what might otherwise take days or weeks. For example, if you're self-employed, giving yourself only 2 days to work on a project that normally takes a week can force you to focus on the most valuable activities, thereby achieving more in less time. Chapter 2. The 80/20 step process. To make dramatic improvements in your life using the 80/20 principle, follow these 3 steps. 1. Choose a destination. Identify what you truly care about and set a clear goal. 2. Find the best route. Select a path that is the most enjoyable and least worrisome. 3. Take 80/20. Action. Once you've determined your destination and route, start taking action. For instance, a restaurant owner named Steve identified his destinations as starting a hospitality business and pursuing his interests in rock music and teaching. He then chose the most enjoyable routes to achieve these goals and took action, transforming his life. Chapter 3. Find your happiness and achievement islands. Time is a precious resource. Instead of feeling like it flies by when you're having fun and drags when you're bored, learn to switch these perceptions by finding your happiness islands, the times when you are truly happy. Identify the common themes in your happiest moments, and aim to increase the time spent on these activities. Conversely, identify your achievement islands, when you're most productive, and focus on these periods to maximize creativity and output. For example, Richard Adams, a bureaucrat, found happiness in telling stories to his daughters, which led him to write best-selling books. By focusing on activities that bring happiness and productivity, you can revolutionize your life. Chapter 4. The 80/20 principle for money. When it comes to money, 20% of the world's population owns 80% of the wealth, thanks to compound interest. By saving and investing, even small amounts can yield significant returns over time. Identify your financial goals and the best route to achieve them. For instance, Stephen and Helen saved for a $60,000 apartment by automatically transferring 10% of their income into a savings account. Over 6 years, they saved enough to buy the apartment and make necessary repairs. Chapter 5. The 80/20th principle for relationships. Strong relationships are essential for happiness, but modern life often makes it difficult to build and maintain them. Focus on the 20% of relationships that bring you 80% of your satisfaction. Prioritize romantic relationships as they are crucial for happiness. Discuss with your partner what you both value and find productive ways to strengthen your relationship. For example, Steve made Helen happy by being home on time, being supportive, and surprising her occasionally. Chapter 6. The 80/20 principle in the simple life. Many people believe that wealth and material possessions bring happiness, but this isn't true. Epicurus, a Greek philosopher, claimed that a good life requires only basic necessities like food, shelter, clothing, freedom, and thought. Apply this philosophy to your life by identifying what truly makes you happy and eliminating unnecessary clutter and stress. For instance, Anne, a successful advertising executive, quit her stressful job and downsized her living space to pursue painting, which brought her happiness and success. By focusing on simplicity and what genuinely makes you happy, you can achieve a fulfilling life. Final summary. The 80-20 principle states that 80% of what we want comes from only 20% of what we do. Many people mistakenly believe that hard work alone leads to happiness. Instead, true happiness comes from investing time in activities and relationships that bring joy and fulfillment. By following the 80-20 principle's 3 steps, determining a destination, finding the best routes, and taking action, you can apply this principle to every aspect of your life, including finances and personal relationships. Start putting the 80-20 principle into action to find success and happiness by doing less.